Hey, it's Joe. This is another question from Fernando. Does your Automarketer allow multiple users? For instance, I work Connecticut and have a 203 area code telephone, and my wife works New York and has a 914 area code. Can I have the campaigns and the signatures tailored as such, and can we each manage our own queue of activity? Yes, actually, you can have as many different campaigns as you want, and you can have as many different phone numbers as you want. So you can set up a campaign in the 203 area code, an Automarketer campaign in the 203 area code. You can scrape and search that area, and then you can also scrape and search the 914 area code and have a separate campaign with a separate follow-up system with separate names on it, and have it go to a separate team member. You can have as many team members as you like, and you can have them do different areas if you like. So you can set this thing up so that you can scale it, and that's the whole purpose of the Automarketer. You want to be able to scale it into multiple areas ultimately. I would suggest, if you're just getting started, that you have one person on one area and really learn how to do this process first, because you can spend money on bringing in leads, but if you don't know how to convert those leads, you're not going to make any money. So make sure you understand how to convert the leads. I tell all my mentor students, the ones that are working with me personally, that they need to give themselves 3 or 4 months before they're going to be able to make any money. They need to learn how to talk to these sellers, these leads that are coming in a way that sounds credible, that sounds like you have a real solution for their problem, and that makes it sound like you actually care about them and are going to solve their problem. Once they believe those things, then they're going to start working with you. And when you do that, then your conversion ratio of these leads is going to go way up. You may talk to 100 people before you put a deal together, but eventually you're going to get to the point where you're talking to 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and you're going to have a deal together every time you talk to that amount of people, because you'll know what you're doing, you'll sound competent, and they'll want to work with you. One of the things I require of my mentor students is they put in 8 to 10 hours a week on the phone talking to sellers when they first get into my mentor program. They won't have to do this forever, but until you learn how to put these deals together, that's going to be your main focus. That's the most important thing you can do. People tend to do the things that are important to them, and I think that if you spend the time and the focus on the things that are actually more important or most important in these transactions, which is learn how to put a deal together, you'll get to the money a lot faster. And once you get to that money, then you can make it consistent using the systems and the lead generation processes and the follow-up processes and the ability to outsource to other people that's set up in the Automarketer. But at the beginning, you need to learn how to put these deals together using these leads, and that's just going to take some time to make that happen. So be patient with yourself and make sure you make the calls, and don't give up before you learn how to do it, because it's going to be discouraging at the beginning. Anyway, I went off on a tangent there. Hopefully that answers the question, though. You can work in different areas. You can have different phone numbers in different areas. You can assign different phone numbers to different team members. Go to pushbuttonautomarketer.com, and there's a lot of videos there that show you how to do these things in the system. You don't have to be in the system to learn how to do it. Learn how to do it, and then once you get in the system, there's a whole bunch of training materials about how to put deals together, how to talk to sellers, how to use the system, how to outsource your business, how to systematize and automate everything you do in your business. You can automate 99% of your business, and then you can outsource 9% of your business. So you end up doing 1%, which is basically keeping your fingers on the wheel and make sure that it's not going crazy. But everything else can be done for you, which means that you could work just a few hours a week and make a very nice income using this type of business once you get it up and running. But this isn't get rich quick. It does take time, and it does take effort to learn how to do this and set it up, and it takes some guts to be able to get on the phone and make those calls. That's where I see most of the people that are in my mentor program, when they fail, it's because of that reason. The ones that follow through with what I teach, they always succeed. They always make money. Anyway, I hope that helps.